Hello. I'm here at a hotel across from the hospital. That's where I was last at. I was at the hospital when they were wheeling Jerry into surgery. The doors closed. Because with the COVID crisis, they're not even letting any visitors at all come in and see the patients, not even one. And that's, hard on everybody. It's hard on the patient, it's hard on the family members, it's hard on the friends, it's hard on everybody when you can't see your loved one after surgery. And it was hard, I didn't want to leave, but I had to. But the doctor did talk to me after the procedure, and after she talked to me, then I had to leave. And here is the conversation that I had with her.
Hey there. Hey. Surgery's all done. Everything went real smooth. Okay. The tumor was a little bloody, but no more than we expected it to. We haven't had to give him any blood transfusions or anything like that. So that's something we'll be keeping a close eye on. Okay. The front part of his brain was pretty swollen, maybe even a little bit more than I was expecting. So we gave him some extra medicine to kind of help control that. But if he's maybe a little more confused or a little more impulsive, those personality changes that you notice might be a little more pronounced initially as he's kind of waking up. If that improves, it's going to be kind of gradual. Okay? Yeah. But anesthesia's working on waking him up now. Once he's awake, he'll go to recovery and he'll be there for probably 45 minutes or so. And then he'll go over to our neurotrauma ICU here on the ground floor. Okay? So the folks out here should let you know whenever he transfers.
Alright.
Okay. In the ICU for a day or maybe 2 days, just depending on how things go. We'll get a CT of his head tomorrow morning just to kind of check on things. And then he'll go to the 8th floor in a couple days probably.
A couple days?
Yep.
How many days do you think he'll be in the hospital?
Usually people are here 2 to probably closer to 4 days, 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days.
It's just
Well, that was good news yesterday, but things have changed. I thought everything was going good this morning. I've got the ICU nurse. She said, he was doing as good as expected. He was confused because of the swelling on his brain. She didn't think nothing was wrong, except for, right after the surgery anyway. And they were trying to control that. And he was supposed to stay in the ICU for another day to get that under control. But about 30 minutes to an hour later, I got a phone call from the doctor. And she said Jerry became unresponsive. He's not dead, he's still alive. But they had to intubate him. And they are operating right now to take off his whole frontal bone. Just completely let it free. So it gives the brain a chance to heal and take that swelling off of his brain. And she will let me know after surgery how he's doing. I wish I could be up there so much. I really do. With this stupid COVID crap going on, I can't even be up there. And I'm just across the road, across the street, and I can't be there. Well, I better get off here. I need to save my battery. Dear Father God in heaven, please, 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 lay your hands on the doctors and nurses, the anesthesiologists, his whole medical staff that's working on him right now. And please, put your hands on Jerry and just heal him. I need to get off here. Keep everyone updated.
Okay, so surgery's all done. What we ended up doing was we opened up, the incision kind of goes from ear to ear like we talked about. We opened that whole incision back up and I actually took the bone off. The brain was pretty swollen, so I think that was the right call. I also put a drain into the fluid spaces that'll allow us to actually measure the pressure in his head, and we can drain off additional fluid if we need to. I have him on quite a bit of medication to also help keep that swelling down, okay? So we are gonna leave that breathing tube in probably for a couple days at least, okay, while we wait for some of the swelling to go down. Usually the swelling will kind of peak at 3 to 5 days, so we have a little bit of time that we're gonna kind of be dealing with.
Well, my phone decided it didn't want to record anymore, and it didn't get all the conversation, but in layman's term, they had to take off the plate of, they had to take any and all bone fragments, any plates or anything off of his head. So they just put the skin flap over, so he just got his brain and no bone, and the skin they just sewed that over, and put a band-aid over it to help the brain be able to expand out enough to help heal itself. Because if they wouldn't have done it, he would have died. Pretty much today, he would have just been dead. And so they did do the right thing, just removing his bone flap and all that. Just keep praying. Just pray that he'll be okay. He'll make it through it. I don't know, with the delay of the surgery because of the COVID, I think this had something to do with it. I really do. And I just hope and pray all this COVID stuff is over with soon. I really do, because it affects everybody. It affects, people like Jerry and people that are in the hospital, people who need surgeries. And putting off surgeries can kill a person. I think if he wouldn't have got that surgery when he did, he probably wouldn't be here right now. He maybe would have had a month left. Because when I was overlooking his medical records online through his portal, because he couldn't do that, he couldn't even do that for himself. I was doing everything for him because he just physically and mentally couldn't. It was like dealing with a toddler, but because of the brain tumor was affecting his head that much, when I looked at his medical records, if he wouldn't have got that brain tumor out, he would have either had a seizure, that he would have succumbed to death, a stroke, or heart attack, and would have just died. And even though it wasn't cancer, it's a cancer to his body. It was an alien invader that was just slowly killing him. So I'll just keep you updated. Hopefully everyone is having a better day than what I'm having, and better day than what Jerry's having.